Today, we have breaking news that could reshape the Middle East. For the first time in years, Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of a peace deal, a move that world leaders are calling a major breakthrough. This agreement could end months of intense fighting and years of hostility, opening the door to a potential long-term resolution in one of the world's most volatile regions. But this is no ordinary deal. In today's report, we're diving deep into what was agreed, why now, who made it happen, and what comes next. The Israel-Hamas conflict is one of the most persistent and painful disputes in modern history, marked by wars, blockades, and countless failed negotiations. Since the latest major escalation, the situation has claimed thousands of lives, forced mass evacuations, and drawn condemnation and support from different corners of the globe. Historically, peace talks have collapsed due to disputes over land, security, and recognition. However, recent events, including intense international mediation, mounting humanitarian crises in Gaza, and growing political pressures inside Israel, have made negotiation more urgent than ever. Ceasefire agreement. Both sides will halt all offensive operations for an initial 45 days. Humanitarian aid access. Israel will open controlled border crossings to allow food, water, medicine, and fuel to flow into Gaza under UN supervision. Prisoner and hostage exchange. Hamas will release dozens of civilian hostages, while Israel will free a set number of Palestinian prisoners, focusing on nonviolent offenders. Dialogue mechanism. For the first time in years, both sides will have a direct communication line, with meetings scheduled in Cairo every 2 weeks. Mediators, including Egypt, Qatar, and U.S. diplomats, played a central role in hammering out these points. This breakthrough didn't happen in a vacuum. The U.S., European Union, Egypt, and Qatar have been working behind the scenes, applying diplomatic pressure and offering incentives for cooperation. Reports indicate that U.S. Secretary of State meetings in Doha last month were pivotal in breaking the deadlock. Furthermore, growing protests inside Israel over the humanitarian situation in Gaza added pressure on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government to act. United Nations Secretary General called the deal a crucial window of hope, but warned that it must be handled carefully to avoid falling apart. U.S. government President praised the agreement as an important first step and pledged continued diplomatic and financial support for peace efforts. Palestinian Authority welcomed the step but urged that it must lead to genuine Palestinian statehood discussions. Critics on both sides, some Israeli right-wing leaders called the deal a dangerous concession, while hardline factions in Gaza accused Hamas of selling out.